All right, Stargirl came along with Summer School 11. Nope, still not in Summer School, but she is in the Shadow Realm, which is all black and white. You see, remember in the old days when they would do flashbacks and stuff, and sometimes they would do those in black and white and make it all echoey, and sometimes it would be kind of like blurry and stuff. Have you ever dreamed in black and white? You know, I have done that a couple of times. So I guess there's something to it. I don't know. And what about dreaming in cartoon? You ever do that? All right. Well, anyway, so she's there. But, another thing about the black and white business is that, boy, I'd say it's very similar to what the Titans did with the Realm of the Dead. You know, and she does meet characters who have died on the show. But they're depicted as figments of her subconscious. She meets Dr. Midnight, and he says as long as he keeps the goggles on, he can see the realm as it is. It's still black and white, but there's really just nothing there. It's just all this, ethereal mists and whatnot. And it's interesting because he gives her his goggles so that she can see what it looks like. And he's like on the verge of panic. He says, please give him back, please give him back, please give him back. because when I take them off, all he can hear is his daughter's voice, his daughter who died. And that's what set off the chain of events that led to them trying. Well, not trying, apparently they did kill the former host of Eclipso. So all of that. So, of course, she meets up with Cindy. Now, the fiddler was... But I'm trying to... See, some of these shows were so weak. Even the one that was the big battle that actually took place at school. So I guess that's part of the summer school bit. The fiddler's son, Fiddler Jr., got sent to the Shadow Realm. But I think he also got stabbed. So maybe he's dead. But then again, he still could have shown up. But anyway, didn't bother to look for him. So, meanwhile, in the real world, Pat and Beth and Barbara and their son, who I forget, but that's okay, so is everyone else. Poor kid. And he's saying, hey, if I could find the Thunderbolt, I could solve everything. It's true. That's what they should do. The Thunderbolt could defeat all of this. But they don't listen to him. And Jade comes back, and they think, Stargirl has died, but Beth says, no, Dr. Midnight contacted me and said, called me on the goggles and says, no, they're alive and well in the Shadow Realm. And so, we got to get her out. So they go and they find Shade, and he's the only one who can open the portal, and Barbara guilts him into doing it because she reminds him of his sister, whom he is guilt-ridden over that he let her down, and that's the whole thing. No romantic interest in Barbara, and apparently no romantic interest in Dr. Midnight. I thought they would do that, but surprisingly they didn't. It's just Shade felt really bad about what happened to Dr. Midnight's daughter, and so they kind of they became drinking buddies. And so when the big attack happened that wiped out the Justice Society, Shade just sent him off. But he apparently did not think that he had survived, which is odd. They're saying, well, he didn't want to kill him because he felt bad, but he didn't realize that he was still alive in the Shadow Realm. It was I think they kind of messed up there. But then again, you would have to explain, well, why didn't he ever get him out? So he's, of course, suffering from his injuries from his fight with Eclipso, and apparently all the trouble he went through last episode to repair that, it didn't work out so well. He's still pretty sick, so he's watching the Dorian Gray movie, and this theater, I guess in Blue Valley you got old movies still showing at a Main Street movie theater. But anyway, there he is, all by himself watching that. They find him, and then so they guilt him into, you're going to open the portal and save our daughter and all that. So he opens it, and on the screen you can see, Courtney and Dr. Midnight standing there. And then there it says, come on through, you got to come through. And she says, oh, wait, I got to get Sydney. So Shade's like, oh, it's hard to hold this open. So they find Cindy, and of course she's reliving where she inadvertently killed her mother. Didn't mean to, but she did when she was a little girl, and also her father torturing her trying to turn her into a lizard like he is, or was anyway. Whatever. So she overcomes it. Stargirl saves her, so I guess they'll become the best of buddies. And maybe more. No. It was so far. I mean, it maybe, depending on the direction the comic books are going, they're going to force that. So that's why I'm worried that they're going to do that with Superman and his kids. And it's all of a sudden, out of the blue, just everybody's gay. So, I don't know. But anyway, so it's not bad. It's a lot of it's formulaic stuff. It's the same old thing of you got to face your fears and whatnot. There is a scene where Eclipso, in the form of the little kid, confronts Courtney and gets her to admit that she hates him. And he smiles because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to latch on to your dark side. So, will he possess Courtney at this point? I don't know. But I guess that'll be the grand finale or something. She has to overcome it. But so it's a lot of that formulaic stuff. You've seen it in 100 different shows and all of that. So yeah, but if you have it, then I guess maybe it's better for you to see. But it's a show that moves, and it's better than the slog filler that you've had this season. So far so good as far as that goes. But this was a much weaker season than the first one, and just in their ability to provide entertainment within the storytelling. And I keep coming back to it. I think you have too many episodes for the material that you have, which is not a lot apparently. So that's probably the big weakness, and it's a constant weakness for a lot of shows, and repetition being another that keeps cropping up. But anyway, it wasn't bad. They've done better, but there you go. So the Shadow Realm, which looks a lot like the Realm of Death from Titans, but maybe there's a connection. Oh, I can cross over or something. But anyway, so there you are, Stargirl Summer School. Still no real summer school. Chapter 11. Chapter 11. Oh, that's it. They had to sell off everything because they had to file Chapter 11. Yeah. Oh, Dr. Midnight survived, which that I didn't see that coming. I thought he surely would die or get trapped while saving the girls or something. But he'll probably be dead by the end of the season. So there is that. So there's a few surprises in it for me because I thought I was seeing this happening and that, and it didn't. So there you go. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness. So many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.